Meat City, baby.
Hello and welcome back to Meat City Gaming. JD here with episode 31 of my Aground All Achievements playthrough, and we made some big steps towards our completion of this game in the previous episode. We are now up to 47 of the 56 achievements, 700 out of the 1,000 Gamerscore. So we are just about to the end of our journey. A couple of steps, kind of side tracks. These are like little, not related to the main story mission, but they're little branches that we need to do in order to get all of the achievements. So what we're going to do today first is try to knock out an easy achievement. There's one for building a space station, which is just something we can go up into space and put down a structure without too much investment in resources. I believe you get this achievement automatically if you continue to progress the story, but I want to show you how to get it the manual way so that you have that in case you want to try and do it yourself, and if it doesn't pop from the auto story events that happen, this is how you can get it manually. So what we're going to do is first switch out. We need to be able to fly because we're going to go into space. So we'll put the automated suit back on, and we'll check our recipes. We got the blueprints. We actually bought them from the Miros when I was mistakenly pursuing that as the path towards how to figure out to make a Mecha Dragon or advance their quest to build the shield generator. But you also get them as a free reward from them at some point as well. So we have here the ship dock, and you don't need to build much. It might just be the one building in order to get the completion here. So let's try that. We'll do the ship dock blueprint. They do take where are the modules? Connector module. They do take high-tech parts, which is a bit of a bummer, but no big deal. And I want to check. I don't think we can produce high-tech parts in here. Can we? No, we can't make high-tech parts. Okay, so let's check if we have any. I think we might have exhausted our supply earlier from a mission. Let's see what we've got here. Yeah, no high-tech parts on hand, but plenty of resources to be able to make some. So that will be our first step. We'll do a little bit of resource collection and grab ourselves a couple of high-tech parts. I think everything else is going to be really easy to get our hands on in terms of making the base. And do we want to carry all this stuff? We'll probably drop it in the ship so we have it. We don't need that for sure. And anything here? No, we'll keep the book of translation. Okay, so let's first do a quick little resource gather. And we'll go to Sunset. And we'll collect there as well, because we're getting almost to the point where we're going to need to complete the big resource gathering operation. We can just collect from here. So we want to make sure we're speeding up that harvesting anytime we get the chance. And then Eastern Island has some stuff as well. Let's grab those. And then let's do a quick run around to our power plants. We haven't looked in on them in a while, just to make sure they're all operational. We don't want to lose any of our teleporters, even though we have the spaceship now, so not a big deal, but we'd still rather avoid it if we can. And while we're here, let's check the recipe. I always forget the fourth thing. Gold, titanium, silicon, uranium. Okay, so it does take, wow, 50 titanium. That's quite a hefty sum. Okay, so we've got our tech parts. We need 50 titanium and 10 silicon. And we'll head up into space. And note, I saved there, and so if you don't want to waste 50 titanium, you can build the space station, pop the achievement, and then reload your save, and you'll have all of those resources back and available again. And can I build it from in here? I think I have to go out into space. And that was it. That's all you need to do. And you might even be able to build one of the smaller modules. But again, having the ship dock up here, you could leave a ship here if you want, and actually put it inside the space station. And then you can build other modules off of it to give you an interior. Again, I think it's a big waste of resources. It's not necessary, but something you can do, and something that you need to do at least once if you're not going to take it through the story to pop that achievement. So that gets us our first achievement of the episode for building the space station. Okay, so with the space station built, now our inventory is way lighter, and I think, yep, we've still got some stuff left over. Let's drop everything here. And so now let's head back down. How's our production here going? Wow, all of our uranium is done. Take that. Actually, let's get some more chromium going. I think we will need that coming up here. So let's get a nice chunk of that producing. Oh, we can even make evolution shards. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so we have some chromium going. Let's make some more exotic matter. We'll put 50 in there. Okay, so now we have a decision to make. Where do we want to go? There's two main options, and again, I'm just going to check. I know I've got enough, but always check exotic matter supply before we take off. We've got 29. So we can either go to, our dock was glitching out there a little bit. So we want to go to one of the other solar systems that we haven't been to, right? We've dealt with the Sol Earth solar system. This is our home base system. So we've got one here and one here. And the one I want to go to does not have sanctuary. Which one? Yeah, okay, the depths. I want to do this one first. It doesn't matter. I think this one's actually probably harder. It might actually be a 2-episode adventure here, but let's see. I am more... Okay, I just lost internet connection there for a second, and it interrupted the play until I could get back online. But I think everything was resolved, and I didn't even have to like crash out of the game. So we're gonna continue on and hope everything is okay. So we're gonna head to the depths first, which I was saying I think is the more challenging planet of the two between the two kind of side tracks that we can take. But I am at a more advanced state in my playthrough than I was in my first playthrough, so I think we'll be able to handle it. And the other one has some little tricks to it that can be annoying if you're not prepared for them, much like the alien bombardment. So we'll save that one for last. I do want to make sure I have my second set of armor here. We've got our regular laser gun, the helmet, the armor, and do we have the anti-grav backpack? Why don't I see that? I'm guessing I dropped the... Yeah, carapace armor is not what we want. Oh, we do have it. Okay, so we must have it on us because it's there. Okay, that's fine. So we have that on us. Let's put the automated suit back on. Oh, it's probably in this big... Yep, there it is. Okay, we'll drop that off just so we're not carrying the extra weight. And let's go ahead and travel to this other planet. Okay, so we go out of the system. We go to the farther planet, which is the depths. Yes, we confirmed the jump. And here we are in orbit. No enemy ships, so that's good. We can go straight down. And we're gonna look for a landmass, and here we go. We can see, I think we could actually use the comm device just like we did on Earth. No, is it a distress beacon? How did we... Huh, it was the comm device. We don't really want to call this scavenger. Okay, well, we can see the person is right below, so no need to look for them. Let's find a good place to set down. No, why don't we just do it right offshore? All right, and so we've got somebody here that we can talk to. And the Explorer wants to build a submersible, and I believe that's one of the achievements that we have left. Is to build the submersible. I think that's right. It might just be an in-game achievement, but I thought that was one of the actual achievements. But let's see. We have to do it either way. So we need power core, diamond, moissanite, high-tech parts. Okay, so I don't think we'll be able to do all of that here. We'll probably have to. I mean, we could scavenge a power core out of our ship. We did bring the high-tech parts. I don't know if we brought diamond, and I think the moissanite we can mine here on this planet. So let's go ahead and head down and see what we can find here. Okay, so we can see there's diamond. And I think these yellow are the moissanite. Yep. Magnet gems are here as well. Alright, and that's the floor. We can't go through that. Oh, we got some, is that exotic matter? Yep. So lots of really good stuff here. Magnet gems, exotic matter, a great place to pick up some high valuable materials. We do have oxygen on this planet, so no need to worry about that. Well, we've even got some coal up top here. This looks like iron. Okay, well, since we're here, let's take one of our power cores. And we'll use it to build the sub. There's no need to have all three just to fly back. We can always go back home and make the other one. All right, so now we've got ourselves, can I do anything with this little crash? No. And our carrying capacity is good. So we can see this is a much more substantial vehicle than the little sub that we built back home. And we don't have any weapons, don't have any subsets. Moissanite repairs it, so let's pop that into the hold. And then I think if we back out of the sub pen and go to, we don't want the operate, there's usually, okay, they will let me craft, no, I don't want the fishing rod, how did I, manage, okay. So we could make a submarine, which we don't want to do. We can make a torpedo launcher, which we don't want to do. We can make mega torpedoes. That is something that we need, along with the sonar. And we did not bring crystal fronds. And we're out, I think, of high-tech parts as well. And here's the big thing that we need, the mega torpedoes. If you recall, we were kind of poking around on one of the other planets underwater and we saw the lampfish and we couldn't defeat them with any of our attacks. Nothing was quite strong enough. Well, what you need is the mega torpedo. So a bit expensive to make them, gold bar, crystal frond, and uranium. And I don't think there's a source of gold here. But our ship can make it. So maybe we switch to that, and then we'll go back and we're also low on high-tech parts. So maybe we'll also go back and make ourselves another power core. And the sonar also requires the fronds. Okay, so let's do those things. Although, while we're here, we'll go real quick. I think maybe we can find some high-tech parts underwater. So let's check that first before we make the hike back to our home planet. Okay, so for right now, this will work just the same. And we can see there is titanium. And there are these little pillars we can read. But they aren't going to help us with anything. Is that? It's moissanite, no gold. Titanium. Titanium's great, but it's not what we're looking for. Oh, that could be something. What's that? Oh, just a chunk of titanium. I see uranium down here. Okay, so there are the crystal, the trees. So let's go ahead and chop a couple of those. And we can see this guy coming. I don't think, will he damage us? Let's find out. Yep, definitely will. Okay. And then, oh, we got this big fish guy too. He can attack. And I think my suit will fire underwater, right? This one does work. Yeah, okay. Ah, and that guy drops the carapace. Okay, that's why he was so tough to defeat. Yeah, that guy doesn't drop anything. Gold in the chest, it's interesting. That can help us make our, I think it was the torpedoes require gold. And yeah, if you read these things, you start to get the impression that it's a really bad idea to turn on the mana conveyors, as they are what kept the Dishonored one at bay. But yeah, we're gonna do it anyway because we need the achievement. So despite all the warnings to the contrary, we're still gonna do the thing that we're not supposed to do. And let's see, where's my ship? Up and to the right. Okay, there is a big guy down here somewhere, so we are going to be ready to see him. Oh yeah, what's inside this? Alright, we're getting a little low on oxygen, so let's head back. Oh, and that was... the guy we were looking for, or looking to avoid probably at this point. We're not quite ready to fight him yet. Alright, let's head back to the shoreline here and the sub pen, and we will make ourselves a couple of items. Okay, sonar we definitely want. We've got one high-tech part on us. I guess the rest of it is all in the sub. And then we want a bunch of torpedoes, but we don't have much in the way of gold. That's interesting. That's such a limiting factor. So let's see what we've got in here. All right, got ourselves the sonar. And then we need to make it the launcher or just the torpedoes. Yeah, I think we need to make a torpedo launcher to fire the Mega Torpedoes. I think that's right. Okay, so we need 2 steel, 2 silicon. And if we put that on here, now we just need some torpedoes. And now we can see we get a little mini map of sorts going. That will prove very useful. So now the last step is just torpedoes, or Mega Torpedoes. And we're low on gold bars. Boy, I really didn't see a lot of gold that we can get. Right, so let's have the ship make it. We'll switch out the chromium. And we'll go for gold. And I think they'll pump through the gold pretty fast. Yeah, that's going quickly with 6 researchers. Okay, so we'll let that go up. We should probably rest while we're in there. Gold bar, crystal frond, and titanium. So we have easy access to crystal fronds. We can make uranium. We just need to be able to make gold bars. All right, and then let's do 1 repair. Cool. And so you can see the light blue markings on the map are resources, but are these, like it was showing this as blue, which is, oh, that's gold there. Well, that's good. Yeah, I'm not quite sure why the seaweed shows up as a blue resource. That's definitely not something that we're collecting. And we've got red. Yep, we can see enemies. So we do still need some additional crystal fronds, so we'll hop out and grab a couple of those. Okay, so now we're heading down into, yep, there's the big, dragon tail. Let's do a repair. Alright, now we can head back in here. I think he's clear, and now you can see much easier with the sonar that we can navigate in here a lot more quickly and and not feel like we're gonna get lost. Oh yeah, yep, it is the lamp fish in here. And here we can see one of the towers. Do not awaken him. Stop what you're doing. And we're just going to ignore it. Yep. Okay, so can we just activate it? I think we have to do something. Yeah. So that's where it's located. Now we got to figure out the item that we need. And I'm almost positive the item we need requires killing the lampfish. It's like a bone shard or something like that. So we'll need those Mega Torpedoes in order to make that happen. Let's see, what's the defense on this guy? 12. Yep, and here is another one of the towers. And there's our big guy. All right. So the last question here is, can I fight the big guy with my automated suit? Oh, and here's a third one of the towers. Okay. And what's the defense on this guy? Just 7. Are there 2 of them? Yeah, there's 2. All right, let's see. Can I get out here? No. Yeah, so we have to do it with the Mega Torpedoes. So that means gold. We got some regular sea life over here, some old scale fish, and some of the usual cast of characters. All right, and it looks like with the ship making gold, we just need uranium, which I think the ship is slower at making than gold. It takes a little longer to produce that. So let's do a little bit of digging. We'll collect a couple pieces of uranium. I think we need more than 8 torpedoes. That might get us 2 kills. Not much more than that. Okay, we're not finding any uranium here, so let's instead, we'll travel back by sea and we'll check the underwater sandbars. There's usually some uranium there, so we'll circle back around to the other side, collect any uranium we can along the way, and then we'll have ourselves some extra torpedoes. And hey, on the way, if we run into a couple of those opportunities to do some battle with our torpedoes, we'll try it. Where did they end up? Yeah, there. Okay, we do want to get the titanium out of there. That's just weighing the ship down. We'll get the parts out of there. We'll leave the moissanite because that's repair. All right, one trip back, and let's see, we do have we can launch torpedoes with X, I believe. But again, these are Mega Torpedoes, so they are expensive to make, so they will only be used on either the lamp, fish, or the big monster that's down there. Let's prepare. But I don't remember how many torpedoes it's going to take for the big guy, so we might not even have enough. Lots of spirit gems in here, and if we had brought our queen drill, we would be able to dig through this purple. This first purple layer, not the second layer. But we're still not seeing any uranium. See, here is another of the pillars. And we can't get out of here, right? No. Alright, let's try. Cannot fire the torpedo launcher. Torpedo. I don't understand why. Oh, I see. We have to set it to Mega Torpedoes. Okay, right. Let's try that. And you can see it comes out really high on the submersible we got, which can be a problem. Collect fish scale. There we go. Collect bone shard. And how many torpedoes did we have left? One, and we actually fired one extra. Okay, so we got ourselves. Oh, great! And he did drop 3 bone shards. I thought he would drop more than the regular ones. Okay, good. Now that we got that, obviously we don't have enough torpedoes to fight something else. So let's head back. Doing a casual run by here looking for uranium in the sand. All right, 12 more torpedoes is pretty good. And do we now get... I feel like now that we got a bone shard, the guy will either tell us what we need, or does that just plug right in as it is? Yeah, okay, he's got something to say. Did I drop all my bone shards? I did. Oh, they're in the shuttle. That's right. I didn't drop them. They're just in here. So I think, yep, all we have to do, bone shard, and it's activated. So that's the trick, right? Now we just need to go back and plug the bone shards into the rest of the monoliths. I think does it say in the quest? I think there's 5 of them. And then don't forget, we also have monoliths to activate, I think, on at least 2 of the planets in our home system. Yep, 1 of 5. So we don't even have enough bone shards right now, because we got 3 from killing that Leviathan creature. If we killed another one, we'd probably be all set. And we do have enough torpedoes to do that. So that's where we'll pick up next time. We will get a couple of more torpedoes made, right? So we just have some extra. We've got the gold producing, the uranium producing, so that we can get ourselves some more of the Mega Torpedoes. We'll farm a couple extra bone shards, activate all the monoliths, and see what happens. And that then, after we complete activating the monoliths, that will advance the rest of the story on this planet, and we'll be able to conclude that, I think, fairly quickly in the next episode. And then we'll move on to the second kind of side branch planet. And after that, we're ready to advance kind of towards the end game of the actual main story. And look, okay, well, look at that. I did not realize that we could stick ourselves. So this is actually good to show this. Do not steal the power core out of your mobile lab. You need all 3. Unlike the Dragon ship and everything else, this has to have all 3 power cores to even operate, or to fly, I guess. It has power, it's operating its factories and everything else, but not able to fly. So let's actually take a minute and deal with that while we're here. I did think we saw a way to make power cores. We can actually probably make them in the ship, right? So if we go here, a power core takes 1 exotic matter and 2 high-tech parts. Okay, so you should have those on hand and not have to scavenge it anyway. I forgot we can actually make power cores in the ship. The ship has its own factories. So easy to deal with. We've got extras of both. We make a power core. Let's put the power core back in. Okay, and now we'll rest and the ship operates again. Okay, great. So crisis averted. Don't scavenge the power core from your ship. Use the factory in here to make an extra one for the submersible. Okay, great. So with all that said, we are poised to kind of strike and finish this planet off on the next episode. So thank you for joining me, and hopefully I'll see you then.